One reason why many people with dreams are not successful at accomplishing them is mainly because of one word: comfortability. Yes, say it with me: comfortability. What is the meaning of comfortability, you may ask? This word comes from the word comfortable, which means contented and not troubled, at ease. So because no lightning, thundering, earthquakes, volcanic actions, and warlike activities or events are taking place within their lives, is the reason why these individuals remain stagnant, because they are comfortable. Having such a laid-back mentality, sometimes life has to have many twists and turns that force such individuals to take one step back, reflect, have a man in the mirror experience, basically where they are now faced with revamping the way they view life. And now they have to physically design a completely new route or path on the map that they had already planned out for themselves, because there was no indication of any turbulence whatsoever for X marked the spot. But you have to expect the unexpected. That's what life is all about. However, it is during rock bottom that individuals can use it at their advantage, positively or negatively. We can respond to such chaotic events by thinking that this can be a start to a new beginning, transforming into a better me and making better decisions. Or we can stay down at the bottom or on the ground, just kicking and screaming, complaining about how life is unfair and why it had to be us. In my opinion, I have chosen to take a positive mentality when facing setbacks. I am very thankful for certain things that have not taken place the way that I had wanted or thought that they would have taken place, because it has created me into this great, disciplined, focused, determined, and unique individual who now stands before you today. Honestly, I do not ever want to get too comfortable, or not at all. I have learned that when you get too comfortable, that is when the enemy strikes. He begins to stir up his army, which moves in on you quickly, sending their fiery darts your way that have you dodging them as if you're frightened for your life, just looking for a place of safety. Your heart is racing with 1 million thoughts traveling through your mind, while your feet are just going faster than you can ever imagine, because you were not prepared. This is the reason why you're so terrified. You were too comfortable. There's no sugarcoating it here. Let us be honest with ourselves. That is why a place of refuge seemed difficult at the time, because that one wrong decision could either cause you to preserve or lose your life. And you would rather be safe than sorry, right? Listen to me. There is nothing bad about being relaxed if you have been grinding harder than everyone else in your field. Although during that time of comfort, who says that you should not be on your guard? Remember, there is always a battle going on, and you are not the only one that wants to be at the top or number one. Sometimes you have to work a little harder and longer than your competitors, because success does not stop at the top. If you have a goal, you have to pursue it. But before you pursue it, you have to want it. It must be your passion. It has to be something you breathe and eat in and out daily. The Bible states in Hebrews 11 verses 6, "But without faith it is impossible to please him, for he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seeks him." It also states in James 2 verses 17 that thus also faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead. To successfully obtain your life goals and live comfortably, you have to grind. It's as simple as that. Faith is the key component, which consists of believing in yourself or believing that God can do exceedingly abundantly all that He said that He would do in terms of your goals, dreams, and desires. However, you have to put in some effort. Give Him something to work with. We want many things in life, but I want you to ask yourself this question. Are you willing to work for it? How bad do you want it? When you can answer these questions, then it will all become more clear to you. Like Eric Thomas says, you have to want it as bad as you want to breathe. Or Les Brown, you have to be hungry. When swimming among sharks, you must first know the way of sharks. You must know what a shark eats, where it dwells, how does it move, when, where, and most important, reasons why it attacks. Then you can better safeguard yourself from experiencing a major casualty, for knowledge is power. I must warn you that you may receive some minor wounds because this is a shark we're talking about, people. But because of what you know and how you respond or how tactful you are, you may be able to escape such a terrifying and most deadly situation. So here you see, a comfortable, laid-back attitude is not always best. Let me take some time out to paint a picture for you when you allow comfortability to be king of your life. Parents kick you out of their house because you're grown and they do not wish to take care of you anymore. You have no money, transportation, or place to go. What about another scenario where the bills are due? The house is being foreclosed on. You and your family will be homeless. There is no food in the home. The car needs to be licensed and inspected at a certain time of the year. Kids are about to be placed in foster care. One scenario after the next. Question: are you still going to be comfortable? You better get real. Let me say this to you, by the sweat of your eyebrow, yes, you shall eat bread. So you better start sweating. Nothing is going to be given to you easily or handed to you on a silver platter. The question that I would want you to ask yourself is, how comfortable or longer are you going to be when chaos strikes? Get comfortable when you no longer feel that you don't have to look over your shoulders in fear or find yourself in a place where your mind is filled with constant worry. Be comfortable when you've exhausted all possibilities, avenues, and opportunities. Make sure that no stone has been left unturned. Comfortability is no longer a part of your life, then will mediocrity dissipate from your life. So this is my advice to you. No time to be comfortable. Time to grind. Say it with me. No time to be comfortable. Time to grind. So when you leave here today after listening to this message, remember this clearly. Be comfortable when being broke or poverty is no longer a lifestyle for you. God wants us as His children to be prosperous and always in good health, so others can want good for us, but we must want good for ourselves. Do good unto you. Be good to yourself. You owe you. And being comfortable is not being good to yourself, but very hazardous to your entire well-being. Let us wake up. The clock is ticking. We have to wake up. Time to be real. Our time is now. Let us take each opportunity given and use it wisely, because this time may be our last chance to do so. So let's get uncomfortable.